Welcome to the inner deep healing room where we slow down, breathe, and return to the truth of who we are. I am Mercy Thomas, and this is your weekly space for emotional clarity, spiritual grounding, and coming home to yourself. बस जाओ तुम मंदिर मेरे अंतर्यामी प्रभु ओ अंतर्यामी प्रभु बस जाओ तुम मंदिर मेरे अंतर्यामी प्रभु ओ अंतर्यामी प्रभु. Today, I want to ask you something simple but uncomfortable. When you are physically ill, what do? You rush to the hospital. You take the medicines. And if serious, they put you on a drip. And you don't hesitate. Because your life matters. You will even pay 1, 2, 3 and sometimes 4 lakhs, and you will say, at least my life is saved. No regret. But now let me ask you something deeper. What happens when your mental health is affected? When you are irritated for no reason, upset for no reason, depressed for no reason, and you can't even explain to yourself? Do you rush for help? Do you take it seriously? Do you treat it like an emergency? Or do you wait and wait and wait until you break down? Because mental pain is invisible, and invisible pain is easiest to ignore. Am I not right? The truth we don't say out loud. Most people will spend freely on clothes, jewelry, food, outing, on gadgets. But when it comes to their mind, their inner world, their emotional system, suddenly the calculation begins. Suddenly it becomes extravagance. Suddenly healing becomes a luxury. Let me challenge you gently. Why is your mind, the very thing that holds your entire life together, the last place you invest? Why is your emotional well-being cheaper to you than a beautiful dress, a phone, or a jewelry, or a restaurant bill? Why do you wait for collapse before you choosing healing? Now the emotional drip. This is why I created the emotional clinic, the psycho-spiritual deep healing. Just like a physical drip revives your weak body, an emotional drip revives your tired mind and worn out spirit. This session is for the ones who are mentally drained, spiritually tired, and emotionally heavy. Before we go deeper, let's enter the heart, the place where your real healing begins. Please close your eyes gently and place one hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in and a longer breath out. Why longer? Because you inhale healthy oxygen and you exhale what your system no longer needs. Just like releasing old memories, old pain, and old heaviness. Keep your eyes closed. Now imagine a small diya, a little lamp inside your heart. The flame was always there, but over the years, through fatigue and emotional load, it dimmed. Now imagining lighting it again. See the golden flame, so vibrant. Watch it move. It has something to tell you. Listen. It whispers, I am the light for your feet and the power for your soul. Even when the whole world misunderstands you, I see your truth. With your closed eyes, touch the flame. Feel its warmth. That warmth is you, your inner self, your forgotten strength. Carry that warmth to your eyes, your face, your heart. Now let me tell who this session is for. This is for you if you feel mentally drained, spiritually tired, emotionally heavy. If these three lines feel like they are written for you, you are in the right place. Your system has been whispering for a long time. Let me talk about the invisible load you carry. You have been strong for too long. You have carried silent emotional load, years of holding everything together, private worries no one knows, responsibilities no one acknowledges, crises you handled alone, decisions you made quietly, exhaustion you never expressed. You show up for everyone, family, work, children, society, but who shows up for you? No one. You are the emotional anchor, the dependable one, the one who remembers everything, like one who manages everything, the one who sacrifices silently. But here is the question. Who takes care of the one who takes care of everyone? No one. They take you for granted. Now see the patterns you never questioned. Maybe you wake up tired. Maybe you feel numb. Maybe you snap at a small thing. Maybe you feel like a machine doing, but not really living. Where does this come from? Old wounds, childhood patterns, or survival habits? Ask yourself, why do I feel responsible for everything and everyone? Who taught me that my needs come last? Why do I feel guilty when I think of taking care of myself? These questions are not small, they are life-changing. The reality we avoid: when your body hurts, you call 108. Immediate action, immediate care. Ambulance is at your door. But when your mind hurts, you postpone, you ignore, you distract, you pretend. Let me ask you directly. Why do you treat your emotional pain as less important than your physical pain? Why do you wait for breakdowns to take yourself seriously? Why is healing the only place where you hesitate to invest? These are not accusations, these are invitations. Let me talk about the way back home. You have lived for others for years. Now you want to live for yourself, but you don't know how. That's why I am here, to hold your hand, to walk with you, to guide you back home to yourself. In this session, you will experience clarity, grounding, reconnection, steadiness. These are not concepts, these are experiences. By the end of this journey, your inner world will feel different, lighter, clearer, steadier. And this matters because you have been carrying too much for too long. You don't have to be strong alone anymore. I can accompany you to be out of this heaviness if you have determination and strong desire to be free from this emotional heaviness, which is going to save you the rest of your life, to have a beautiful, aligned life, to advance your career, and to be happy in life. Your mind is not a luxury. Your emotional well-being is not optional. Your healing is not a waste. It's the foundation of your entire life. So ask yourself today, if I can spend freely on everything outside me, why do I hesitate to invest in the one thing that keeps me alive, my inner world? Your healing is not an expense. It's a return to your true nature. Welcome to the Emotional Clinic. Let me put forward some reflective questions to you. Why do I treat my emotional pain as less urgent than my physical pain? What stops me from investing in my mental and spiritual well-being? Where did I learn that my needs come last? What is the cost of delaying my healing? If I collapse emotionally, who will I expect to save me? Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If something in this episode touched you, pause and honor that feeling. Your system is speaking. Your healing is not a luxury, it is your foundation. It is your fundamental right. I will meet you again next week. Until then, breathe gently, walk slowly, and stay close to yourself.